What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans, guys. We're going to give it about 1 minute before we get started. Let some people come into the room. Guys, don't forget, make sure you check me out on Facebook. TD Fans Talk is the page name. You can also check me out on Twitter at TD Fans Talk. Instagram is TD Fans Talk as well. Y'all hit me up, man. Y'all come check me out on my other social media platforms as I'm starting to, feel out being a lot more active on those platforms as well. But shout out to the first mod in the building. None other than one of my favorites, Vicky S in the building. Shout out to you, Vicky. She said hey to everybody. Chad Marchon, Mod Squad, stand up. We already got 4 mods in the building, man. Gio Cabrera with the donation, as always, said hi, 9 and 7. What's up? That's what I'm talking about, Gio. That is what I'm talking about, man. Gio know what time it is. Gio always coming through. Gio always sends color on the screen. Just so you know, Gio is a mod, so you don't see that when the color comes across. So just FYI to everyone. What's good, EM? What's good, EM, man? I'm glad you're back, man. That's what's up, man. It's time for us to ramp up a lot more. Like I said, TD is going to be live a lot more like we were 3 weeks ago. Just a lot of things have been happening, but I'm glad that things have cleared out. And y'all already know family always comes first, but it's time, since I have the time, to get back to my other family. I don't want them getting jealous. Y'all my family now, all right? All right, but anywho, good day to everybody coming into the room. Y'all hit that like button on your way in. Elder Bruce Jones just checked in. Shout out to you. He said, what's good? Cease007, what's up? I see you. Aaron Ray, what's good, TD? I'm great, man. What's TD? What's TD? Got the notification. I'm glad you got the notification, guys. All right, so we've already wasted enough time waiting on to see if people got the notifications, but I want to dive right in, guys. I want to dive right in and have a quick conversation about the defensive end position right now. A lot of us may not be aware, but reinforcements are on the way, ladies and gentlemen. Now, when I first talk about these reinforcements, some people might brush it off and say, "Oh, okay, whatever." No. Let's keep it 100 here. All right, we've been talking about how, Taco's a good player. We like how he's coming along, and he could turn out to be a guy for us. We keep on talking about how Vince Bagel, y'all gonna have to keep on calling me out in the messages saying that I'm butchering people's name. Forgive me in advance. I'll get it right one day. And I'll invest in getting it right one day. I'll be trying, man. Even when I learn it, I'll be forgetting it. But anywho, Vince Bagel and Taco Charles, we've been talking about how these guys have been coming along, and it's like, okay, all right. But Avery Moss is on his way back, ladies and gentlemen. They're still undecided if he's going to play Sunday, but they said that this should be the week that he returns. The way that these guys have been practicing, even though it's been limited, it looks like these guys might be returning. Well, okay, Avery Moss is returning, TD. Why is that news? Wait, hold on. Let's not forget that Avery Moss was actually the starter this season. He started 4 out of the 5 games for the Miami Dolphins. The coaches felt like he was given more at the position than everybody else. Did we not grab Taco before all of that? Somebody said Van Ginkel. All these guys. But this guy, Avery Moss, is who this coaching staff revered as the guy that needed to be there. Now, did we get much pass rush? Not really, but a lot of that had to do with the schematic football that we've been playing. Nobody is talking about the last 2 weeks you saw a different scheme on the defense. Nobody's really been talking about that. And it's been showing up. So I'm actually curious. You got a guy who this coaching staff decided they wanted to start 4 out of 5 games to begin the season. And then he goes down from getting banged up by Washington, if I'm not mistaken. He got banged up in the Washington game. And let me tell you why it's even more of a possibility. Yep. It's even more of a possibility that he may be playing because Vince Bagel, if I'm not mistaken, from my understanding, he might actually have a little nick himself now. He might actually have a nick himself, man. Who we talking about? What up, Rip Tupac? So at the end of the day, we're going to see with this Avery Moss, if he's going to come in and actually add that punch that the coaches feel that they saw him on the way of having pretty much when he gets back. And it might be this week versus the Colts. Right now, I am in a state of wanting any and every player to be available to play so that I could see, are you going to be an impact guy for the future? See, don't think anybody on this roster is counted out. That's what we all need to sit back and understand. Nobody on this roster is counted out. That's why I wanted to have this conversation, because it's not only happening at the defensive end position, which Avery Moss might come and add a punch that elevates this defensive line, but it's also at the offensive line position. It's also at the offensive line position. Did you all realize that Daniel Kilgore might be back this weekend? Daniel Kilgore may be back this weekend. If I'm not mistaken, didn't Kilgore go out in the Washington game too? I believe so. Well, didn't I write? Yeah, he went out in the Washington game too. And he was the veteran. He was the one that we felt like we could rely on to at least hold his position down. Don't have to be no Pro Bowler, but hold your position down. Real talk. Shout out to Gio Cabrera with the donation. Said you should come to Florida and do a meet and greet. 9-7, baby. I'm in Florida. I just need to schedule an actual legitimate date to actually have a good meet and greet. Like, get it out in ahead of time. I'm trying to figure it out because my traveling plans for this season are everywhere, man. So me and my wife have a lot of things we have to do in Dallas and different places. So I'm trying to figure out what's a good date to actually propose that. And hopefully I can figure it out in enough time where everyone has an opportunity to see if they can make that happen, especially if they're down in Miami. So, and I was trying to gear it towards around like the Cincinnati game, but I'm sure I'm going to the Cincinnati game, but there's an element that could mean I'm not, but I won't know for another 2 weeks. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. You coming to Vegas? Oh my gosh, that would be a dream for TD to be. And I ain't talking about in no stands with everybody else. I want to be on the floor with the fan club. Matter of fact, that reminds me, because I reached out to the Dolphins, my connection there. She said she gonna check, but I haven't heard, so I'm gonna reach out again, because I know things can get busy. But listen, man, that would be everything for me to be on the floor at the draft. TD at the draft on the floor, man. Man, 3 first-round picks, 2 seconds, 2 third. Oh my gosh, man, that's a weekend in Vegas, baby. That's what you call a weekend in Vegas. Not for all that other stuff people want to do, talk about what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Listen, everything that happened in Vegas, if TD there, is getting out. Because my Dolphins got 3 first-round picks, 2 seconds, 2 third. Oh, man. That's a party weekend. Listen, we're literally going to watch a major part of our future be drafted. A major part of our future. It don't matter if you miss on some of them. Somebody out of all them high picks, somebody gonna pan out long term. And you there to witness it. You there to witness potentially the next Jason Taylor, if not better. You there to find the next Zach Thomas, if not better. The next Dan Marino, if not better. The next Patrick Surtain, if not better. Duper who? Nah, we always remember the Duper brothers, but the next top flight wide receiver, if not better. Ricky Williams? Oh, no. The next one, if not better. That want to keep playing and running instead of smoking. But, man, you got to be in the building for that. Breon said, let's just go, man. Breon, you know what? At the end of the day, we'll just go. But I got to get in the building and I got to be where I need to be, man. I got to be on the floor. I got to be there with the fan club. I don't care if they make me the water boy of the fan club. I just got to be there, man. That'll be a sweet one. We'll see, man. I keep pressing on that one. But either way, bro, you already know. If you down to make it a trip, let's roll. You know I'm rolling with you. I was thinking about going to the draft in Vegas. Man, that'll be amazing, man. Gio Cabrera with another donation. I'm going to the Cincinnati game too. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'll know more within 2 weeks. We have no reason not to go, TD. I mean, you're right. I mean, that's why I'm saying we're going. But, man, we'll figure it out later. But I got to be in the building, bro. I got to be in the building. You know me, I can care less about the Vegas fast life and all that extra stuff. I'm trying, hey man, listen, I gotta get there, man. I gotta roll a dice on the first round. Chase Young! Woo! Chase Young! Oh, all day, baby. Oh man, I'm going, bro. That's what's up, DM fans. Hey man, if I'm out, I mean, listen, man, we all gonna have to link up in Vegas if we do, man. We're gonna have to. Don't be trying to influence me to be out there having too much fun, man. That ain't me. All right, at Donald and Irene Young, what's up with it? Yes, sir. I agree totally. LaMarcus Aldridge needs to go as well. Lord, I talk about something else. How do you get into the fan club? Well, thank you. You know what? Thank you. Who said that? Powerhouse underscore TJ. You know what? I'm gonna turn that fan club inside out. I'm gonna find out all I need to know about the fan club, who run it, why they run it, why this and that. I'm finding out everything. Nothing against them, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out about it. We're gonna see. Because I remember in Dallas, Texas, drafted Minka Fitzpatrick. I remember that draft. I was on the floor. I was violating because I went with the Atlanta Falcons fan club, but it was away in the building. I went because I had very close friends. And I was, man, hey, I had to go against everything I love and say, rise up a few times for the Falcons just to be in the building. Breon know what I'm talking about. I had to keep sneaking over there to the Dolphins side, be like, hey, y'all, we family. Disregard the red and black for a second. Oh, man. But I'll never forget, man, that Atlanta fan club was one of the rowdiest. They had a drums and everything in there. And you know what the Miami Dolphin fans was doing. Just chilling, man. Chilling. Like, man, let's go. Get up. Let's roll. You know who they about to call? Our future, baby. You know what's going on, man. But it was some nice people, though. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, they were just chill people. But it was some real nice people. They were real nice. So we congregated. Nothing against people. I'm just saying. Y'all know what I'm saying. All right. But anywho, man, what's up? Put that back. Put that back and close that door over there. TD, have you had a chance to look up that receiver we just got? What are you talking about? The receiver we got from Atlanta? You talking about Gary Jennings? Hold on. I think you're talking about Gary Jennings from Seattle. He was on a practice squad. They were making room. I think they were making room. Yeah, Gary Jennings. Gary Jennings, man. Yeah, they were making room with salary and everything over there in Seattle because they got a player coming in that they needed to make room for, so they removed him. But he is a former third or fourth round pick. I think it was a fourth. Fourth. Okay, fourth round pick. I don't know if it's going to matter if we see him on the field. No, I think that he may get, 2 or 3, plays, 4 plays a game maybe, unless somebody else goes down. But he gets an opportunity. He gets the opportunity to come in and compete and say, I'm another guy you got for the future. Does he have that ability? He does. It's just hard for me when kids got the ability. That's all good, but are they in a situation where they're going to be able to show it and flourish? With Preston Williams going down, it makes all the sense. But truth is, Hearns just gets elevated a little more right now, especially because they were easing him back from the concussion. So he gets elevated a little more. And then, no, stop that. And then, who else? Albert Wilson and Jakeem Grant. Everybody's just calling on them to step their game up. So he's going to be overshadowed regardless. But I think that we have another weapon that we found if we get the opportunity to use it. But coaches will see that in practice. I mean, you don't pick a guy up on waivers just to pick him up. They saw something in him and said, hey, this guy might surprise us too. I mean, he has the potential, but we got to see it in here. We got to see that he fits that mold. He fits that type of mold. High five, stop that. He fits that type of mold for this team. So we'll see, man. We shall see. Grant not being used right. Man, listen, I told y'all already. Y'all got mad at me in the offseason when I start talking about Albert Wilson and Jakeem Grant. Y'all got mad at me, and not everybody, but everybody remember this. People got mad at me in the offseason when I came out and said, this coaching staff may not even believe in Grant or Albert Wilson. They may not even believe in those guys. And they may like them in their, I mean, people, you have to understand, versatility isn't just what you can do from a skill level, but versatility is also physicality. How versatile are you in your physical game? And those guys don't have a punch. Man, they don't have, in a fight, they ain't got a punch. Their body stature, their strength, and all of those type of things, they're behind. I said that this offseason. These guys, these coaching staff want the prototypical, they want the prototypical wide receiver. Big body, big frame, even in tight coverage, face your body up. You got a chance to catch that ball. I mean, you listen. It's always good to have your little weapon, your little toys here and there. But put it like this. Who's more physical? Who's more physical? The guy over in New England in that slot or Jakeem Grant or Albert Wilson? You see what I'm saying here? Who's more physical? See, if you're going to be that small and that kind of guy, you got to be that kind of physical. You got to be Edelman physical, baby. You have to. I want to see if anyone, and just in case I'm tripping here, who's more physical? Thank you. Who's more physical? Please let me know. Please let me know. Who is more physical? Nobody want to answer it? Who is more physical? Stop that. But yeah, man, listen. You got to be physical, you got to be a scrappy guy taking hits and banging with the linebackers. Get out. Y'all know no Jakeem Grant ain't more physical than no freaking Edelman. Y'all know Jakeem Grant ain't more physical than Edelman. Are y'all serious? Hold on. Y'all serious right now? Y'all telling me Jakeem Grant is more physical than Edelman? Am I tripping here? Albert Wilson is more explosive, physically maybe too. I'm talking about banging, running into a linebacker and getting that separation, that grit and grind. That grit and grind, that's what makes Edelman. That's what these guys, that's what Grant and Wilson hasn't been able to prove. That's the only thing missing in Albert Wilson's game. That's the only, man, they on FX1 this morning talking about is Julian Edelman a Hall of Famer. Oh, how we go from Tom Brady always got scrubs to now it's Julian Edelman a Hall of Famer? I agree with what they said, what the guy said, Edelman ain't no Hall of Famer. But at the end of the day, that's why I'd rather take the guy who's going to consistently every game give me 10 out of 10 production versus the guy who has the potential to give you 15 out of 10, but he also gives you 5 out of 10. Oh, those are your superstars. They ball out some games, unlike others. But then when people ignore all those games where it's like, worse than the regular good guy. That's why I'd rather have the consistent guy every time, so you ain't never got to worry about if he going to show up or not. He going to show up. His show up is different from the elite, but at least every game he going to show up. Every game. That's what I'm looking for. Every single game show up. Now, man, listen. Quantity, baby. Quantity. That's all. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I want. Stop going after these big name guys. There are too many gyms out there that literally perform consistently, not at an elite level, but good every week. That's what you want on your team, man. Not the hit and miss. Well, they having a ball. Not the hit and miss guys, though. Not the guys who, if they didn't show up, he didn't show up in the big game. No. So listen. Daniel Kilgore's on his way back, y'all. And that might move Bohm back to the right guard position. They're just having too much of a ball. They're fine. Lord, the 1-year-old be trying to beat up my 3-year-old, and my 3-year-old just keep playing with him. It's just the funniest thing. Y'all got to see it, man. But anyway, Edelman is physical and can take a hit. Exactly. That's what our boys are missing. The Jakeem Grants and Albert Wilson. People beat me up last time about that. They beat me up last time about it. PJ Masks. And I told y'all I had proof. I said, look at game 1 last year in New England. They said, just body them up. They destroyed us. Everybody wanted to blame the quarterback. The receivers wouldn't open. They were on the ground. Hiking. Well, how you get on the ground already? You're supposed to be running a route. And you notice in the Miami Miracle game, we were always in the game. We were close. We were fighting, and we won the game. We made it a competitive game. Nope, don't break the light. We made it a competitive game. How did we make it a competitive game? Because guess what? Them little guys was hurt. And you had those big old trees out there running routes. You can't be that physical with these trees like that. Because even if you're physical, that body frame can still get them catches. That's what changed. It was that easy, man. So that's going to forever for me be the knock on Jakeem Grant and Albert Wilson. You're coming off of these injuries that already got you probably nervous about playing really physical. You have to understand these guys, they're good talents, but you cannot feel good or safe about them being in the future. I don't care about that new deal for Jakeem Grant. Go look at the details. He ain't guaranteed right now. Ain't not a bit of money guaranteed. He gonna get paid this year, and after that, if they cut him, nothing lost. No guaranteed money. Okay, I'll take it. Thank you. You're welcome. You can have it now. TD, if Dallas lets Amari Cooper walk, would you be interested? It's a good question. I'll answer that with this. I know a lot of people. Let me just ask the question. I'll answer that with this. If you look at Preston Williams and look at his upside, if he reaches his full potential, what we possibly, I don't know how your mind works, but what we possibly think that he can become, could he be better than Cooper? Could Preston Williams, growing in this NFL, getting better and better, end up being better than Cooper? Healthy and everything. Could he be better? Thank you. You're going to keep giving them back? Okay, well, if you want them, they're right here. Cammy didn't want it. He's taking my dolphin blanket. Absolutely. Hell no. Yes, I see it. He would definitely have to refine his game a bit. Yes, sir. It's fine. Cam can play with my Dolphins blanket. No, don't take it from him. Oh, boy. Okay, I know you're trying to give it to me, but give it back to Cammy. Okay, here, Cammy. Here you go. Sorry, y'all. I like your thought on that, EM Dolphins fan. It's close to what I'm thinking. He would have to refine his game. See, Preston Williams is similar to Jakeem Grant and Albert Wilson in this way. I don't see the grind grit in him, that physical play. I see a finesse guy that is just good. But since he has a big body and a big frame, it's to be respected. So he's still going to make some plays on some inside slant routes and stuff and not get bullied at the line of scrimmage. But a guy like that, you'll like to see have that grit. And I don't see that either. So he would have to refine his game in the sense of, you got to see, the thing I like about Amari Cooper, I don't even think he's as special as other people do. But one thing I like about him is he's out there fighting. You can see, even in the offensive pass interference, he's trying. He's making efforts to get separation and get open, versus it's a demeanor thing for me. No cars out here. Take it to your room and put it up. It's a demeanor thing for me. So, but he's young, so he would have to grow in those areas. He has to grow in those areas. Amari Cooper got elite route running and separation. I really do disagree with that. The thing is about Amari Cooper, a lot of defenses run a zone against Dallas. That has been proven, and he runs his routes and finds his seam in the zone, and he eats it up. He's just running his route. Don't get me wrong. There are flashes where I see, wow, good route run, but I want to see those routes look amazing and one-on-one bump to bump. Yes, sir.